The impending warriors of justice, the Pride Troopers! Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to kick the channel off with the review of episode 101 of Dragon Ball Super. The impending warriors of justice, the Pride Troopers. This is a very exciting episode. There's lots of action going on. And it starts off with a view of the battle-worn stage, which is pretty beaten up by this point because of all the fighting. And so much for it being made out of the most durable substance of all the multiverse. We see Kale and Khalifa hiding out after the whole Berserker episode. Kale regains conscious, but doesn't remember any of what happened. And Goku's trying to fight Jiren, but as I figure, we're not going to get to see it this episode. Just Toppo appears out of the smoke and fires a Justice Flash at him. And Goku's smothered by the blast, and he reappears bursting out of the stage near Kale and Khalifa. It's quite humorous. Goku bursts out of the stage holding a side, and he's like, he didn't even give me a warning. And then Khalifa accuses Goku of trying to kick them when they're down. And he's like, nah, that's not what's going on. And then that's when we see the Pride Troopers, or at least the 5 that Toppo sent after Goku. Now, forgive me if I kind of butcher their names. We got Casserole, who's like the general, Tupper, Zyra, Kakati, the female, and then Kettle. And they're all out for revenge because they recognize Kale. And she knocked out one of their own while she was in her Berserker mode. Goku wants to take them all by himself. And Khalifa says, screw that, and tries to build up Kale's confidence to fight against them. And that's when it cuts over to Master Roshi, who's using the Lightning Flash surprise attack against another fighter from I'm not sure which universe. And he states that he can't do anything, neither can his enemy. But then Tien comes out and does a Neo Tri-Beam, knocking him out of the ring. And this is when we get to see the first view of the God Pad for this episode. And then team starts to group up a little bit. And Frieza appears holding another fighter by his head. And Vegeta shows up and is like, nah, man, like you're taking my KO. And Frieza tells him first come, first serve. And throws him out, and we see the God Pad again. And the Grand Priest comments that a lot of the fighters are probably beginning to tire. So how long do we think this fight's been going on now? I personally think probably about like 10-15 minutes. No, it's not very long, but that's the way Dragon Ball tends to work out. But you guys put down your opinions down in the comments and we could talk about it later. And then Zeno is wondering where Goku's at, and he spots him, says he's being attacked, and he's being attacked by Tupper from the Pride Troopers. And he grabs on the Goku and starts turning into a rock, weighing him down where he can't move. And Zyra attacks with this little tornado spin attack. And then we see Kale and Khalifa having trouble with Kettle and Kokati. We also get to see Casserole's Justice Saber against androids 17 and 18. Apparently, he can use his energy and form it into weapons. That's pretty cool. Now we see Goku, and he's having trouble, but 18 comes in, helps him out, knocks Tupper off of him. And Goku, we get some classic Dragon Ball Super Goku. He's all goofing off like, oh geez, that was close. And 18's already firing back at him, tells him to fire, he's like, right. When Zyra and Tupper do the double pride spin, which doesn't work out for him, and 18 tosses Tupper across the ring, and he manages to catch a step right before he's about to fall out. but then the stage crumbles beneath him and he ends up falling out anyways. Zyra flees and tells Casserole that Tupper is down, and Casserole also flees from Android 17, and they regroup with Kettle and Kokati, who is still dealing with Kale and Khalifa. And Casserole tells Kokati to get a dome, so she creates a dimensional dome that none of them could get inside of. Goku can't even use his instant transmission, and inside, Khalifa tries to protect Kale, and you really get to see how much she cares for Kale through this whole scene. And this gets to Kale, and she says that she's tired of being a burden, and she ends up going into her berserker state, but she has control, and you can, like, she has color in her eye and everything, and she ends up breaking out of the dimensional bubble that she's trapped in. And that's when the rest of these Pride Troopers pull out the United Justice Stream. All four of them pull out. Basically, they do like a final Kamehameha, but with four of them. And then Khalifa goes Super Saiyan, and Kale goes into full power Berserk mode, still with control, but they take out Zyra, Casserole, and Kettle all at the same time. And the Zenos bust out the God Pad. And then Khalifa and Kale come out of the smoke walking towards them and tells them that she got her ultra superpower completely under control, but Kale ends up passing out anyways from exhaustion. And then Kokati is protecting herself, or at least she thinks she's protecting herself in one of the dimensional bubbles that she put herself inside of, but 18 just grabs the whole thing and throws it out like it's nothing. So now we got 6 Pride Troopers down. And we're reminded that there's only 4 of them left. And the Zenos pull the God Pad out yet again and tap out the remaining people in Universe 11. But Goku ends up letting Kale and Khalifa escape into the smoke. And 18's kind of like, aren't they our enemies? So, like, why are you doing that? And 17 comments that it's the human thing to do. But 18 doesn't seem to care at all. But in the final scene of this episode, we see Brienne watching over them from above, and it's a pretty ominous view of her. It's all shadowy. It's really cool. But we'll get into all of that with the preview for the next episode. But overall, like, it was a great episode. I loved it. Excited to see more. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and leave comments below. We could talk about your guys' favorite part of the episode. Who is your favorite Pride Trooper? What was your favorite part of this episode? Things you guys want to talk about with the next episode, or whatever you guys want to talk about. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video.